A biography of Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879 in Ulm, Germany. He grew up very poor, and it's rumored some of his teachers thought he was special. His teacher expelled him because of his bad attitude, so he decided to start homeschooling and began learning about science as much as he could. And by the age of 16, he had already mastered calculus. In 1902, he was hired as an inspector in the patent office in Bern, Switzerland. 2 years later, his wife gave birth to a boy. In 1905, Einstein releases some papers, one of which included the iconic E equals mc squared. E represents energy, m represents mass, and c2 is the speed of light squared. Here's a few videos to explain his most popular theories.
Absolutely nothing. That's actually a really important part of the demonstration. Your students need to notice that with visible light, nothing happens. But watch what happens when I shine ultraviolet light. You can see that the gold leaf immediately starts to fall. And that must mean that the UV light is somehow discharging the electroscope. We know that we started with negative charge on the plate.
Truck with two kids playing catch. The truck is moving at a constant speed of 50 miles per hour, but as the kids are also moving with it at 50 miles per hour, they could easily think that they are standing still. When the children throw the ball at 10 miles per hour, they observe that the ball they have thrown is moving at 10 miles per hour. But their little brother, who is not on the truck and is standing still, has observed that the ball has moved at 60 miles per hour. He has added both the speed of the truck and the speed of the ball together. But is the little brother really standing still? No.
Kind of eclipse has much to teach us about the science of the universe. In the early 20th century, one solar eclipse, witnessed at the White House by President Coolidge, gave us the first confirmation of a prediction made by a young scientist named Albert Einstein.
In 1919, the astronomer Arthur Eddington went to the location of a total solar eclipse to test a prediction of Einstein's general theory of relativity.
In 1915, Einstein published his prediction that gravity causes space to curve, and the light from stars would bend following that curve. So if there were a star close to the sun in the sky, its light would be bent by the sun's gravity. The only way to test Einstein's prediction was during an eclipse, when the sun was darkened and the nearby stars were visible. Eddington knew the accurate position of a star that should have been blocked by the sun. But if the sun's gravity bent the star's light, as Einstein said, it would be seen as if it were in a different position altogether.
Eddington measured that. He saw that, thus confirming for the first time a prediction of Einstein's general theory of relativity.
What if all matter and energy vibrated like little fundamental strings? You see, the harmonics that are excited along a string are like packets of energy.
Incredibile. Those would be some superstrings. How small would they need to be to represent matter and energy?
Excellent question. They would need to be on the scale of the atom. I believe Bohr's atomic model gives us clues as to the underlying geometrical model.
What do you mean?
Bohr's model mentions quantum jumps. At first I thought these jumps were simply untrue. Now I know they must indeed exist in order for the unified field theory to work.
Really? Also,
quantum jumps behave exactly like the harmonics on a string. The nodes could represent matter while the antinodes could represent energy. As you know, nodes jump when a higher harmonic is excited along a string.
Due to the rage of Nazi Germany, Albert Einstein decided to move to the United States. Tragically, Albert Einstein died of heart failure on April 18th, 1955.
Here are some interesting facts about Albert Einstein. Number 1, he hated socks. Number 2, he was quite the finesser, and it's rumored that he had over 5 affairs, including his cousin Elsa, who had beautiful teeth. Number 3, his brain and eyes were collected after his death. Number 4, Einstein was very against atomic bombs. Number 5, he really enjoyed playing music.